All right, everyone. Remember a few weeks ago when the migrant caravan thing sort of started to mount, and I said, I bet the first thing that they'll do once they get to the U.S. border is put the women and children in front when they try to storm across. What did they do the other day? Border control agents saying, yeah, they started moving the women and children to the front of the line when they were trying to go through the border crossing. There was, I guess, like a highway or something, and they had set up barbed wire, and border control was there. And they did that. And here's the thing. It's like, yeah, what upstanding citizens in training these will be. What wonderful American citizens they would be, say the left. People who are so brave that they have to have their girlfriends and children in front of them in order to throw rocks at the border control of the country they supposedly love so much they want to enter. Now, you know what? Fuck it. No, they need the border wall. Here's the problem. The Democrats are trying to exploit this for political optics. The legacy media is showing you pictures of some crying kid, some pregnant woman. Oh my God, there was tear gases up. What do you fucking expect? You are attempting to violate the sovereignty of another country, and we are telling you to get the fuck away from the border. If you want to camp out near the border and the Mexican government's too ballless to do anything about that, we're not going to stop you. That's not our land. It has nothing to do with the United States. You're in Mexico right now. The Tijuana's government's getting really pissed off because apparently these individuals are also starting fights in Tijuana. Like in Mexico, the Mexican government's getting tired and sick of this shit. Trump keeps trying to lean on them. Why aren't you doing anything? It's like Mexico doesn't have the manpower to deal with a few tens of thousands of people. They're in single locations. It's not like they're trying to scatter out into the countryside and pretend to be just native Mexicans or something. That's not happening. What the fuck is the problem? And what the fuck is it with these Democratic politicians? Basically, they want to sell out the whole United States. They're like, oh, it's not an existential threat. Some guys throw rocks at border control. They didn't need to do any response. Okay, let's say that they had done nothing. They just stand there, they take their lumps. Migrants storm across the border and go past them because no one has the balls to do anything about it. You know what ends up happening? The rest of the caravan will go behind them and file through. And then 10 more caravans will spawn in Central America and in Mexico. And they will start marching on the border too. Because you've just signaled to them, hey, we're not willing to defend the border. And you know what could have prevented this? Building the fucking wall. Because if 99% of the border were properly defended, it would be a lot easier to respond in a lot more gentle a manner in other spots that hopefully you can close off to. Fucking close the border. And I bet, you know what I bet? If Trump made overtures to actually clamp the border completely shut, no portage, no shipping back and forth, no movement back and forth. You know what would happen? The government of Mexico would capitulate in 48 hours and say, okay, we're gonna get tough, motherfucker. We're going to deal with this problem ourselves. You open the border back up, we'll handle it. The Mexican government would mobilize, it'd double the number of troops they got watching these people, and they'd say, okay, everyone away from the U.S. border, because we're going to lose billions of fucking dollars. It's all about the money with these people. That's why the Democrats want to be namby-pamby with people who want to come into the country illegally. They want them as slaves. The Democrats do not give a fuck. They don't have a problem with the government. And it's not about fiscal conservatism either. Oh, the wall costs too much. They have no problem spending trillions of dollars bombing people in other countries. They all voted for Iraq. They all voted for Afghanistan. They all criticized Trump when he speculated, hey, maybe we'll just withdraw from Afghanistan completely. They acted like it was being Putin's puppet or something. Oh my God, you don't want to have thousands of dudes over there get shot at by jihadists? And continue to try to negotiate with the fucking Taliban? With fucking Al-Qaeda because ISIS is worse? You don't want to keep fucking around spending hundreds of millions in this one very limited theater every single year and billions more in the Middle East and billions in Korea and hundreds of billions bombing people and making orphans around the world? What a terrible person. But build a wall on your own fucking border, you xenophobic bigot. Don't you know that it's xenophobic if you want to take funds that are currently being used to kill people and defend your border instead? Oh my God, these are citizens in training. The Democrats want to portray a picture of the migrants as universally and homogeneously a bunch of harmless, rustic family people. But DHS is telling me that there are hundreds of career criminals in that group. And I can imagine there are probably some cartel members. See, the problem is, let's say that a group of people, they really are harmless rustics. They're like, hey, America #1, we just want to go to America. They form and they start marching across Mexico, like the huddled masses of yore. The problem is that is going to attract a lot of attention from other groups, because every cartel member, they've got internet access. They're watching CNN and Fox and shit. Oh, there's thousands of migrants coming right through our town. Filter in, infiltrate them. That'll make it easy. Once we're on the inside in the U.S., we can build those drug tunnels more easily. Because the Democrats keep saying you can't have a border wall, so just keep on. We'll build a fucking pot catapult. They've actually done that, by the way. They'll use a rocket tube or a catapult to fire drugs across the border. It's actually been done. I'm surprised they haven't built an artillery piece that fires heroin canisters or something. That would be funny. No, these are not just family guys and their pregnant wives and their 10 children. No. That's the optics of it. The number of women and children in the crowd is lower than that of younger males because who has the strength to walk all the way across Mexico? Do you think it's primarily little kids? Or do you think that those are very, very carefully cropped images that CNN is showing you to generate sympathy and turn it into a sensationalist issue so it can sell more shit? Sell some fear, sell some tear-jerking pictures, 12 photos that'll make you say fuck borders and laws and shit. That's basically what these idiots are doing. They're trying to sell out the country. We need populism. That's what we need. Yeah, we do need a border wall. Honduras needs it too. Look, this wouldn't be a problem if Honduras weren't socialistic, if they had a functioning economy. These people, if they truly want to be part of patriotism, they should go back to Honduras and protest. Or Guatemala or El Salvador. Yeah, your countries have a lot of economic problems, a lot of poverty. Admit it, yeah, lots of poverty. Lots of corruption at the government level. Protest it! Take up arms if you have to. Do what people in other countries have done. Yeah, can be successful. Stage a fucking coup. Do what you have to do, like the Venezuelan stuff. Oh, kill Maduro. Get rid of him. Fucking rise up and refuse to even go to work. You're not getting paid anyway half the time. You don't have any food. There's no future for you. Why aren't you revolting? Why aren't the troops revolting? That's what you should be doing. The militaries of these countries should look at the problems endemic within their country, say, maybe we can build something better. Maybe we should abandon far leftism. Maybe it's anathema to having a productive economy unless it was already large and diversified like Sweden's to begin with. And even then it's a drain on the economy that you built with the free market. That's the whole problem. I'm sure that people that use human shields and throw rocks at our border agents and burn our flag are going to be really, really patriotic once they get here. Then you have idiots, fucking idiots like Marco Rubio or Jeff Flake, and that's actually what they seem to believe. Oh, they're the huddled masses. They know the horrors of leftism, so if we just let them into the country, and make them immediate citizens, everything will be fine. No, it won't. Because they're obviously willing to hide behind women and children like fucking cowards. Some of these are cartel members. They're probably the ones that organized using human shields, by the way. And the fact that they're in that group made it inevitable. They say, fuck the border. We're going to attack your border agents. We're going to attack your border and attempt to enter illegally. We've been telling you, by the way, for weeks that we intend to do that, and the Democrats acted like it was a joke. Now, thankfully, some of those migrants, I guess, got bored and sort of wandered off, or they're like, yeah, Mexico's okay, we'll just stay here. They're offering conditional residency, by the way. Yeah, Trump should clamp the border shut. He should make good on his threat. Clamp down on even normal border movement. Say to Mexico, sorry, but until you fucking solve the problem of people that are already illegally in your country and are harassing our border agents and our border, until you solve that problem, borders closed. No trade, no travel, no nothing. We'll even limit flights and ships and shit like that. I guarantee the Mexican president the next day would make a speech saying, we encourage the migrants to start moving back to their home countries. Either that or sign off on papers. You want residency here in Mexico, you can stay here. Otherwise, we're going to force you out. We're going to put you on trains and send you back to Central America. It's not bigoted. It's not xenophobic. It's called the law. We have immigration laws. Fucking follow them. If the first thing that you want to do upon entering a country is violate their sovereignty, probably not a great idea. I don't think that anyone in that country should be saying, oh, yeah, well, fuck it. They don't need to, the border control agents don't need to defend themselves. They're not humans, after all. They're border control agents. So it's okay if rocks get thrown at them by a bunch of cowards hiding behind pregnant women. Yeah, you shouldn't use the tear gas. Just let them in. Don't escalate the situation. Let's go back to bed and pretend there's no fucking problem. That's about all. Peace out.